Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Bridgewater's Giants going up against Carson Wentz's Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's right.
Second down following the run. Working from the gun, Wentz. Sammy Coates has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film.
And the pressure gets to him again.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. Yardage on this one, back to the 13. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And they'll send the slot in motion left. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And the slot man goes in motion left. A second down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line. And after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
And he's able to get it out of there. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2. Now third down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss. Another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's...
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss. And that'll lead to a 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
2nd down, Bridgewater. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater gets it to Strong. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there of 22.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And a cut to touchdown. Giants. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out and out come the Eagles. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The guilty party chants Warmack, the guard out of Alabama. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a second time. And the Eagles have recovered. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jeff Locke now. He's been terrific so far. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now a handoff looking right. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Throwing his Wentz. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
To throw, it's Wentz. Now Gillisley loses it. It's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Strong grabs it over the middle. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Going to throw right side here, complete. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So now 2 pick-6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
So we've come to... Now, you folks don't know what you're missing. Missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Devon Kennard. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 7, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. Wentz going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this one's incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Be ready. Wait, night.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Wait, night.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Open man right side is Ingram. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And this one through the uprights and good. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard Throwing on first is Wentz. And he's got room. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Here's Wentz to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And to give this time to the tailback. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Strong, 79 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Wentz now to throw. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Into the red zone. Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And now running right through him. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. The hook up good to Marquise Wilson. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. First down, Bridgewater. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's go.
Bridgewater. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Wentz to throw on second down. Going long for Coates. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Able to fight through one tackle. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. A big play there for the Eagles on third down. 42 yards. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception in this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Able to power through. Buying time to his left. Room here to run. The 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They come out here in the eye. Now Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Max Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And New York set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Oh, he slipped right by him. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
His throw incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And that'll bring up second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
And especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down. Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they look very aware that those...
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, he'll definitely take them.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Space to maneuver at the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20, 10. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Eagles, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.